Till death do us part, bitch.
I loved you, Tom. I loved you so much. But now,
I will,
it's time to die.
I will carry you to the gates of Valhalla myself, my friend. Shiny and chrome.
So, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko. I tried in a Stellan
Yeah,
voice. Hold on.
Toko's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Ah, Toko is.
Oh. I was waiting for you to read. And you really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
Ooh.
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out of here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like that, he said a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're just terrible!
Super Saiyan!
Phew, now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there!
So, shall we get going? This time to find out who killed Chiro.
Chiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problem with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that.
Once again, that's she's a girl.
And the murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. Speak to the geezer. Speak to him about the file. We've got a chance.
I gave you plenty of work to work with. Show us how far you can. Show us how far your logic can take you.
A bastard. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes.
He gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? It's so exciting!
Don't waste our time with your stupid questions. Let's just get this over with.
Good, you're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith,
A deadly.
deadly class trial.
A diddly diddly diddly.
Yes,
Like
please, let's save.
Yep.
Oh god. I'm nervous. Oh, didn't realize your skills.
Yeah. No, don't need that. Okay. We got this, Tom. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it,
Who
then
done
only
it?
they will receive punishment. But if you pick
That's so
the
fucked.
one, then I'll
I don't
punish
know.
everyone
It's not as easy as the
besides
first one,
Dragonking.
but that's the
No.
point.
One that deceived everyone
Exactly.
else will
Oh, God.
graduate.
It's so
Okay,
fucked.
then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Locker room dumbbell.
Lock and loaded, Alex.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
No, five.
Iron pipe.
No, five.
I missed!
No, I don't think you did.
We would make for a
Did you?
Yeah, I missed the word. I know what it was, but I missed it because he said an iron pipe.
The weapon had to be the scene of the crime. There was something with blood stain on it.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
no, we fucking missed.
I'm just gonna turn the voices up. Or do you think it's fine?
Whatever floats your boat. Either way, we just missed.
Yeah, I know.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Red up, get slow down.
Monokuma file.
Oh, I have to slow down. Okay,
Instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument?
it's not
could it
you.
have
It's
been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Yeah. Fire!
No, that's wrong.
break.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And
Pink
there was
blood.
nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy.
My Kermit the Frog voice fits him so well. Dot.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Genocide Jack.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack. The fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chiro?
A new element has been added then to non-stop debate. Would you like to hear more? Yes. For this debate, lines with white noise will appear to disturb your reaction. Oh no. Your truth bullets will disappear if they are if they hit these lines. So think of them as opposite goals as you debate. Oh god, why did I add more? But there's a way to keep the white line noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which will make it so when you shoot down the white noise. Okay. However, if you shoot a natural remark with the silencer instead of a white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take. Oh. Oh, but if your actions directly difficulty is set to general, white noise won't appear at all. Well, this is normal, isn't it?
I think so.
In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck. Have fun. Oh
I think
no.
so.
More buttons I've got to press. Genocide Jack's case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Fire!
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so that was the actual one then.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The
But done
first
also.
is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually blood.
These are boob lust.
But
Yep.
more important
Okay.
is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made
Hey,
public.
fuck's sake, Chumbawamba.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be with the positioning of the body.
It's someone,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
I can think of.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes.
Oh,
in
no
fact,
way.
It's Toko.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, he just fucking goes out for it.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie, Tom. Why do you lie?
It's not me. It's you.
What?
You're blaming my character?
Hey. Okay. Wait. Hold on a sec.
I have a reason for that.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever. Remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Is it really though?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's just not one person, but multiple people, right?
Okay. Hangman's Gambit. Oh.
Now I understand.
What?
Schizophrenia.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I was just like, wait, this is like a jumble of words.
That's
I was like, I think I pressed the right ones.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Ah, the tongue out.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior.
Her behavior
Yeah,
changed.
behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, I'm fine. Woo! Well, that body, hey, he dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world is falling back. I saw ironing and the bottom. I see proof in women's lives.
Miss Piggy, this is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
Couldn't help myself. I wanted that the first time.
That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
I was gonna say you wanted to do a joke again, but she didn't have a tongue out.
Yeah, and I was in. I had the chance.
Assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
I thought she was meant to laugh.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her.
Once I was afraid. I was petrified.
That we had multiple personality disorders in our mind.
By our side.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
Because we're Byakuya.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Oh.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear at
Or is he lying?
any time.
Because is anyone who knows this?
True, true.
I still think there could be a plot twist and it could be him. He's trying to get away with it.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh, maybe not then.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
Damn right you won't, bitch.
Kept my promise. You would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Oof.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Oh, damn. I know that word.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Oh.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Fucking hell. Maybe he is right then. Wait. Genocide Jill. What the hell? Is it? Wait, is Genocide Jack?
Well, that's because they probably thought it was a man.
Still, it feels weird changing the name there.
Yeah. Damn, that's one long tongue.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Yeah, Toko.
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh my god. I feel bad for Himifumi. He's next to this bitch.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Oof.
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
The fuck is going on? But at least she's gonna die. Are you okay, Tom?
Why did I get the one split personality disorder?
Because it's perfectly placed for you. You picked her because of the stutter.
This should be
And then she just become Dorogak?
This murderous fiend is responsible.
Which no one will get because it's D&D reference.
Clearly a motive.
Yep.
There should be no doubt.
A motive?
Oh dear.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh?
That's news too obvious.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this.
Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect
Oh, God.
any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed
I
her.
missed.
Yeah, you're aiming for that because of the scissors.
Yeah. Do you remember how to like skip through, like fast forward?
Just don't risk it.
You say that,
True.
but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this
Ready.
incident, the modus
Freeze!
operandi matches.
Fire!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Break.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yep.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let
me tell you.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
The fuck?
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Yep.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
It really would, yes.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Oh?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
She's really creeping me out.
Stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Thank you, Yoshigaki.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference relates to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here I see a clear difference.
What was used to suspend
Yeah.
her up?
I got it!
I got it!
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors!
Jeez.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Damn.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Oh.
Thought she was on about fatty bum bum.
I thought she was on about Chumbawamba as well.
Huh?
I don't know how I'm Big Mac.
You really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each
Men.
Genocide Jack
Men,
case.
yeah.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as day.
They all had dicks, that's what the pattern is.
That little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know she couldn't have killed Chiro. Yeah.
I got it!
I love the bottom one because Chiro was a lover.
Yeah.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
That goes off theory then.
Maybe she's the first theory, then the lesbian theory.
Yeah.
Ken Harada, 32. Shiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23.
Don't worry.
Keno SE, 14.
You don't,
Kishi Yuki, 30.
you don't have to read them all out. You read
Sorry, I
them
thought
all
I
out
would.
yesterday about it, yeah. You read them all out last recording session, but, you know, for them, it's going to be 2 days ago, so just rewatch that one.
They were all
Or just read.
guys?
Yeah. It was
Lazy
there for
fucks.
long enough.
Just abuse the audience.
Passion, conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
She's so creepy.
I can't help it.
I don't like it.
Full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
I don't like it, Alex.
I don't know, I kind of prefer this version of her.
It's creepy as hell, man.
Creepy, but I prefer it.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
I mean, got a point.
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school? Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I might only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world! Scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da 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 da!
Oh.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Why couldn't she have this personality from the beginning, honestly? You with me, Tom? Tom? Tom?
I think I'm traumatized.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person.
No, I'm losing another character.
One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Come on, Alex. No, it is. You know it, Alex.
Really?
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents.
Plus, he had the cable with him.
Police records.
He did.
The file's gone.
You'd
He wouldn't let us take it out of the room.
Genocide
Yep.
Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Yes, Fatso, that's what I'm saying.
Don't call him fat. He's Chumbawamba.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of genocide Jack
You keep his name correctly. Boy.
Fatso, Chimble, we're all the same deal.
wanted to pin the crime on
No. Yeah, we can't call people fat anymore.
Oh,
That's
so yeah,
a
Fat
PR.
Controller's now called the Controller.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like
So I just have to call him So.
on it.
I have to get rid of the fat part of it. I only can call him So from now on.
Yeah.
So.
Or Chumbawamba. The name that we both came up with.
Glasses man was behind it all.
Well, I came up with it. You just jumped on the bandwagon.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see.
Why is it all the images look like they're all headbanging to rave music?
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have...
Since the very beginning, you're an asshole.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're all suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious?
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
But how do you know?
there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction with what Bakuya said. I need to make it clear to everyone.
A new element has been added to non-stop debate. Would you like to hear about it? For fuck's sake, stop adding shit. Next, we're gonna add something called true flashbacks. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, ... then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can ow. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make your case. When's the best time for a flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, true. I will say that you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Make your argument. Monokuma File 2. What the fuck's Monokuma File 2? Oh, that's the entire thing.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Fucking pervert.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro,
Yeah.
who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay.
I'm confused. Okay, so the victim is Chiro.
Yeah.
Okay. That was confusing because I can't remember the Monokuma file. I'm just like, what?
Was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yeah.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You
Face.
absolutely take it! That's a natural
Reaction for any guy.
The victim was
Fire!
Who was a girl.
What? But there's no...
Shoot!
There's only other option is the first option?
Yeah.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I mean, what? There's no other option to fire at?
Shoot!
I'm confused, Alex.
So,
Can you change the bullet?
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we
No.
found the body.
But I mean, there's only...
Weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check
You can't fire at white text, can you?
Don't think so.
absolutely take it!
No.
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Victim.
So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
What happened then?
For pointless distractions.
What did you click?
What's so strange about that?
I held down, so it's a flashback one. Oh, okay.
I'm confused.
I think I understand now.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong!
I did it.
I'm still confused.
I'll tell you what's so
So
strange
I
about
used the
that.
flashback thing, so it would remember that before, like, you know, and then that's activated it for that one somehow.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yes.
Still confused about that whole flashback shit.
Girls' locker room first because
I think it
Then
just
again,
uses someone else's words against him.
Okay.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting.
Fucking Celeste face.
Very
Huh?
indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like he has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Gary.
Not saying. The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murders? The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be?
Oh. Make your argument. Library desk lamp. Okay.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Fire!
Oh, almost. Almost.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
What? An extension cord? What? No way!
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Give me for me, you fucking bastard.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up
I killed her in the boys.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Nope. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right?
Nah,
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
Could be him.
There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. Was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept that what Byakuya said is truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said.
The scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I got it.
Tom, we're like
Killed Chihiro
in
the
sync,
girls' locker room,
you know?
right? But are you sure about that?
It's funny because
Possible that the
I'm not impressed by the poster, and I was concerned about the blood in it. I was like, is that writing? And it turns
Yeah.
out the poster was the switch. It was a key. And then I found the smudge and the stain on
Yeah.
the carpet. I got you, big boy.
But you was also the one who was like, as soon as we walked into the boys' locker room, he was like, "Ooh, big titty woman."
Exactly.
And then when we walked into the girls,
my dirty ass mind caught that. I was like, wait, they've got the same. Because if you remember correctly, I said when we went to the girls' locker room, they have the exact same poster as the boys' locker
you
room.
did, yes. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird.
Turns out it wasn't their poster after all.
How disappointing. What kind of
My dirty mind saved us.
Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason.
So I'm just preparing to jump up in joy because when it's revealed it's him, I'm gonna be like, I fucking guessed it before recording.
And there's me. I was still with the Toko, but now I'm just like, for fuck's sake.
I'm just stretching my limbs out right now.
Yeah. You gotta record yourself before you do it.
What made you jump for joy?
Yeah.
And send it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got ya. I'll get OBS ready. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There's something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker room. Poster and the carpet.
Let's do this one first.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again,
I'm just going to turn off my camera so I can actually get my cam on OBS ready.
Okay.
So you're saying
I'm gonna miss your sexy ass on camera now.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
Oh.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible.
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
This is so, like, intriguing and, like, how it's all done.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the
Leon's one was missing, wasn't it?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gone into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yeah.
Leon's, yeah.
Yeah.
Good remembrance there, Alex.
Thank you, thank you. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
What?
What? The other what? The other handbook would have been the right. Let's see what else they have to say.
Yeah.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten
my
into
bad.
the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it!
Then I'll move my hand away from my mouse.
Hacked her e-handbook.
I think it does that on purpose. That's why it sent those two at it.
Yeah.
It sent those two to make you click it. Fucking game, smart.
I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Maybe. What? I wouldn't thought that would have been contradicting it, would it?
Don't know.
Is
Hmm.
it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it!
Hmm.
Hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
We'll try it again on this one.
What thing?
Yeah, fire at the end one and see what happens.
Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
I thought he would have.
I thought we
he's
were
like
gonna
saying,
have to use a time warp, the flashback.
yeah,
one.
because the fact that it's like, oh no, that's wrong, but it's not wrong.
Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Hmm.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Hmm.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Shiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
I don't
Hold
know.
on a second.
Oh.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
She could be dead before that, but there's been no point. Or she's a guy.
To explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
I was supposed to say class trial field trip.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold.
And we're going to put a hold on this. So, next time, we'll be continuing the class trial. See you next time.
Wait, that's it?